We want to warn you now, this next story is disturbing. A British nurse has been found guilty of killing 7 newborn children and attempting to murder 6 more. Those deaths took place between 2015 and 2016. Neonatal nurse Lucy Letby was accused of killing the babies by overfeeding them with milk and injecting them with air and insulin. UK Health Secretary Steve Barclay is now launching an independent inquiry into the case. Joining us now from London with more is CBS News foreign correspondent Imtiaz Tayeb. Imtiaz, this sounds like the backstory of misery, truly horrific. We should say that the nurse denied the allegations. How did prosecutors connect her to the deaths?
Lana, good to talk to you. Yeah, this is obviously a very disturbing story. As we've been saying, Ms. Letby has been convicted of 7 counts of killing newborns and the attempted killing of 6. There are 22 charges in total. She was convicted of 16 by this jury, which deliberated for 22 days. Now, to answer your question of how the prosecution really came at this case and tried to really kind of present this really dark and disturbing allegations against this neonatal nurse. Well, essentially, at one point from 2015 to 2017, there was a series of deaths in this neonatal unit, and that, of course, caused an awful lot of alarm from those inside that hospital. Now, Ms. Letby was described as somebody who was present at all of these deaths and at all of these periods in which these children were suffering so terribly. But there's one other crucial bit of information here. Yes, there was a lot of attention on her and focus on her. We have to remember she was first taken into custody back in 2015, but was still able to work in that hospital until 2017. But when investigators entered her home, they found a piece of paper where she had written, "I have done this."
Oh my gosh. Imtiaz, what type of sentence is she now facing?
So the way it works here in the UK is that her sentencing hearing will be on Monday, and that's when we will find out just what she will be sentenced for. But again, here in England, under English law, she will likely face life in prison, and that's really going to be the extent of it, despite the horrific nature of her crime. We have to remember that not only is she responsible for the deaths of 7 infants, she's also considered the most prolific child killer in Great Britain. So this, of course, again, a very disturbing case. And although the families of those very small infants who were killed by her will be reading out victim impact statements in court on Monday, it is likely that Ms. Letby will not be present. Here in the UK, there are measures in place in which those who are convicted of crimes are allowed to not attend hearings where victim impact statements are read out. That, of course, is hugely controversial here in the UK. Of course, this case involving a woman considered the most prolific serial killer of children in British history.
Imtiaz, thank you.